Deep inside the Amazon rainforest, there are places no map fully captures. Regions where rivers split into hundreds of channels, where dense canopy blocks satellites, and where silence often means something is watching. This is not just a forest. It is the largest tropical ecosystem on Earth, spanning over 5.5 million square kilometers, crossing multiple countries, and hiding more life than anywhere else on the planet. Yet even today, large parts of the Amazon remain unexplored. And in these unexplored regions, stories begin. Stories of a creature far larger than anything officially recorded. A snake bigger than the green anaconda. A predator already considered the most powerful constrictor alive. The green anaconda is not just large. It is built for dominance. Muscle over speed. Ambush over chase. It can remain underwater for up to 10 minutes. Waiting, unseen, until the moment it strikes. Its prey includes capybaras, deer, caimans, even jaguars have been recorded avoiding it. But despite its size and power, it may not be the largest thing the Amazon has ever seen. Local tribes, generations removed from modern science, have described something else, something bigger, not measured in length, but in presence. A creature that disturbs entire waterways. A body so massive, it creates waves without wind. A shadow beneath the river surface. That does not match any known animal. They call it Yakumama, the mother of the waters. According to these accounts, this is not just an animal. It is a territorial force. Boats avoid certain river paths. Fishing areas are abandoned without explanation. Animals refuse to approach specific water sources. And when something moves beneath the surface, large enough to change the current itself, people don't investigate. They leave. From a scientific perspective, these claims remain unverified. No physical evidence exists. No confirmed documentation. Only oral history, passed down through generations. But history has shown that myths sometimes begin with reality. Millions of years ago, Earth was home to Titanoboa, a creature that once dominated ancient rainforests, reaching over 40 feet in length, weighing more than 1,000 kilograms. It lived in conditions very similar to the modern Amazon. Warm climate, dense vegetation, endless water systems. Its existence confirms one thing. Giant snakes are not impossible. They are historical fact. So the real question is not whether giant snakes can exist, but whether they still do. Modern biology places limits. A snake's size is restricted by temperature regulation, food availability, energy consumption. Cold-blooded animals rely on external heat. Larger bodies require more energy, and ecosystems must support that demand. A creature 10 times bigger than an anaconda would require an environment capable of sustaining extreme biological needs. And currently, there is no evidence that such conditions exist today. However, nature does not always follow averages. There are anomalies, outliers, rare individuals that exceed expected limits. Documented cases already show anacondas larger than average, heavier than recorded norms, more aggressive than expected behavior. So while a giant unknown species remains unlikely, an undiscovered extreme specimen? That remains possible. But the Amazon's mystery is not just about size. It's about visibility. The forest canopy can reach over 40 meters high, blocking aerial observation. Rivers run deep and murky, limiting underwater visibility to near zero. And the terrain itself, dense, unforgiving, difficult to access. Even with modern tools, drones struggle under thick canopy. Satellites cannot penetrate dense vegetation. Expeditions are limited by terrain and risk, which means something large could remain hidden, not because it is supernatural, but because the environment protects it. There have been unverified reports, large unidentified movements in rivers, unusual sonar readings, disturbances without clear cause, none confirmed, but none fully explained either. At the same time, human psychology plays a role. Fear magnifies perception. A 20-foot snake can become 40 feet in memory. A ripple in water can become something massive in retelling. In isolated environments, stories evolve, details expand, and over time, myth begins to replace observation. So what remains? Two parallel realities. One based on science, where no creature larger than known anacondas has been confirmed, and one based on experience, where locals continue to report something far beyond scientific records. Neither fully cancels the other, because the Amazon still holds unanswered questions. New species are discovered every year, not imagined, but real, from insects to amphibians to previously unknown mammals, which leads to a final possibility. Not a monster, not a myth, but something in between. An undiscovered species, a rare evolutionary branch, or simply a part of nature we have not yet documented. If you want to understand how history is unfolding before our eyes, don't miss what comes next. Revisit Xfinity Evolution for deeper insights and powerful stories. Stay informed, stay curious, and join us again on Xfinity Evolution, where the world's biggest events come into focus.